Hey guys, it's Charlie, and today is day 19 of my 30 videos in 30 days on working, teaching, and living abroad. Today's video is actually going to talk about being updated on your information about your paperwork. So I am trying to put out information about teaching and living abroad and what type of paperwork you might need and things like that, and how I personally am going about getting all of my documentation and all of that stuff. So with that said, I live in California, or I'm from California. I don't live in California, but I am from California, and the documentation that I need, I mentioned this in another previous video, is going to be different from someone, let's say from Canada or the UK, but also the documentation that you need is probably, even if you are from California or the US, is probably going to be different also if it's coming from a different year or any specific specifications on your specific situation. So, hello! How are you doing? Good, thank you. So with that being said, you're probably going to have to, and I highly recommend that you do more research. I can give you information on what I do for my documentation, but don't go by what I say alone, because even if you're from where I'm from, the United States, or from California, if it's a different year, the information might be outdated, and you have to keep this in mind when looking on websites and things like that. What year was it posted, and are there any new updates? Always do your research and make phone calls, because the phone call that you make will stop you from doing unnecessary things. So yeah, be sure to do your research, make phone calls, send emails to find out if the information on the site is updated. You know, you might be looking at something from 2005, a post, and it's 2013 and it's way outdated. So be sure to do your research. So with that being said, I'm going to show you my fingerprint results because I got them back last week, and so I'm sending them to be submitted to the Secretary of State in Washington, D.C. They have to be apostilled. The process for me is different this year compared to in 2010 when I got them done and I got them apostilled. So this is why I'm making this video, to let you know that even I myself, who have done this before, the process is different for me now that I'm doing it again, just a few years later. So be sure to be updated on your research. I cannot go into the office in Los Angeles for the Secretary of State for Los Angeles, that office, to get them apostilled this year as I did in 2010. Now I have to send them to the Secretary of State in Washington, D.C., and I made a phone call, which saved me going all the way to the office to tell me this. Making that phone call is really important because you never know if something has changed. They told me that I do not need to go into the Los Angeles office because it is a federal document and it needs to be sent to the office in Washington, D.C. I think what happened is the last time I did them, it was a different type of document that they sent, and they also used to send back the fingerprints, and they no longer do that. So be sure to call, because that will save you a lot of time. So on to the documents. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is the paper that I printed out from the website for the Secretary of State for Washington, D.C. My paper is flying away. That link to the website will be in the description box for those of you who want to see what the process is for sending in my fingerprint results. So this is the application, the request for authentication services, and I put a little cute note on there. Please apostille. Thank you for your time. Peace. I like to leave little notes like that for people. And this is the application form. You have to send it off, and it has this little barcode thing and one up there too. And then my fingerprint results. This is what it looks like, and I have to send this along with that. And it has my name, and then over here it has my result, and it says, a search of the fingerprints provided by this individual has revealed no prior arrest data at the FBI. And then it has this little seal. The last time I had it done, I didn't receive this paper. They sent back the fingerprint card along with some other form, and now they don't do that anymore, and that's what this paper is saying, that they changed the policy and they don't send them anymore. So yeah, and it has this seal, so I can't get this notarized. This doesn't have to be notarized, it just has to be sent directly to the Secretary of State. So this will be sent in, these two forms, and then I have to send in $8. I'm going to send a check, and then an envelope with my return address, and it has to be pre-stamped so that they can send it. So yeah, that's what it looks like, the two items. So yes, the link to where I'm sending it to will be in the description box. That way you can see the actual form, and you can see the documents they need for you to submit it. Thank you guys for watching. Please like this video if it was informational for you. I just wanted you guys to know that you really do need to get updated each year for the process, because it changes. So while I am trying to provide you information on documentation, these things do change. So thank you for watching. Please submit your questions to blackpearlworld.com in the guest book, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.